What's my biggest flex? I own my own lungs in jars. Now I know some of you are going to have questions, so I'll answer them. First, how did I get them? Stanford is a teaching hospital, which means that every transplanted organ gets sent to pathology. And after my transplant, they asked if I wanted to go and look at them. And when I did, I asked pathologists if there was a way I could keep them. Now, every hospital has to have some sort of program to allow people to take their body parts for religious reasons or whatever that may be. So they told me that the way their program works is the lungs have to be picked up by a mortician, brought to a funeral home, cremated, and then the organs could be given to the patient. Now, lucky for me, I grew up in a family of morticians. My grandpa owns multiple in Northern California, my uncles worked at them, and a different uncle owns his own mortuary, also in Northern California. So what did I do? I asked my uncle to be the mortician to come pick them up. And instead of taking them back to cremate them, I just had them given to me as they were. And I kept them in my freezer until I found jars to hold them in. They had already been treated with formaldehyde in pathology, so all I had to do was add alcohol. Another question people ask, why do they look like that? CF lungs are very different from regular lungs. Normal, healthy lungs are flat, squishy, wet, I don't know. But CF lungs are riddled with scars from lifetimes of infections. And with each infection, the scarring gets bigger and bigger. And so the lungs also get bigger and bigger and more solid and less flat and squishy like a regular healthy lung. Also, they're sliced up. This is because, like I said, Stanford is a teaching hospital, so they take the organs, they slice them up to learn what they can about them before disposing them, or in my case, giving them away. The last question I get asked most frequently is, are people weirded out by it? And honestly, I don't think so. Most of my friends know me and my husband well, and aren't surprised in the slightest that I decided to do this. And honestly, everyone kind of thinks it's cool, because it is.